Hey there, sweetness, how goes it? I do hope that it goes well. Quick name of the game: if there's anything that's connective to this collective, that's beautiful. I invite you to take that shit with you. If, however, nothing here resonates, that's alright. You just leave it right where you fucking found it. It's probably a piece of information that was meant for someone else in the collective. You should never take something off the table, or in general, that does not belong to you. Keep in mind that time may be fluid as well as energy, and let's get into it, shall we? Yes. Yes, we fucking shall. What are we getting into? General messages. All the signs, all the homies. Welcome home. Please do the tribe a favor. Make sure you're getting those likes up on your way in and out of the video. Also, please make sure that you're subscribed. Spirit of love, truth, grace, and guidance. Spirit of coffee, motivation. Please guide myself in these messages. Guide this collective. Guide us all, always. Always. Thank you. Cheers, my dears. I hope all is well. Right off the bat, someone's name may be Zoe. All right. If you guys are wondering what's up with the title, don't let them say you ain't beautiful. That one's from Eminem, y'all. Don't let them, whoever they are, tell you who you are. Excuse me. Someone's name could be Liam. Someone's having trouble with turf. So these are my handmade cards. Don't judge me, monkey. Issues. Someone's having some issues regarding their turf being jerked around. Seeing shit through each other's eyes. It's an energy of trying to figure out, they can all get fucked, just stay true to you. It's an energy of not staying true to you. However, whenever, why ever, not staying true to yourself and starting to undo yourself, unravel yourself at the seams, so to speak. Most especially, your turf. In regards to your turf, your home, your property, your possessions, you're your own turf, right? Someone's been in an energy of jerking themselves around, jerking their everything around. And I feel like it's to somehow please someone else. It's to add to someone else's turf or help someone else with theirs, but it's messing up you and yours. And that's an issue. It needs to be brought to attention. I also brought out the rattle bag, a little bit of bibliomancy. Hi there. I'm doing quite well. I don't really come on camera a whole lot. I like to let you guys, see what I see from my view, but hi. It's nice to see you here. All right. What do we have for, what's the most important message I could give the homies right now? Like ancient wallpaper and its pattern of darker brown Hmm. Like ancient wallpaper. Well, first and foremost, someone could have some brown wallpaper around them. But what that makes me think, again, turf, wallpaper. It's almost like someone wants to do something with a home. Maybe it's, partners in a relationship, home setting. Maybe it's businesses in a business setting, something, whatever it is. There are two people, at least, that can't figure out how to come together and share their own turfs without disturbing or bringing issues to each other's. Does that make sense? This ancient wallpaper thing, it makes me feel a sense of someone wants to rip down some ancient ass dirty old wallpaper. Someone don't want this dirty old wallpaper in their house. And it's a metaphor, it's an example. It's to say, man, look at this. This wallpaper has 5 million fingerprints from the 5 generations of families that lived in this house before, that none of those generations are my family. None of them are me, So it's like, I can't figure out how to clean that wallpaper. I can't figure out there's no way to get behind it. Maybe there's like a worry of some airborne toxins or some kind of toxin in the home. And it's like, I want to get behind that fucking wallpaper and clean it. I want to get underneath this and behind that. And it's like someone else is like, oh, I love that wallpaper. Don't touch that wallpaper. I don't care how dirty it is. I don't care if it's, got toxins. I don't care. It looks good. Don't touch my wallpaper. My ancient brown wallpaper. Yeah. So whatever that is, collective, that's in your energy this morning, this afternoon, or whatever time it is in your corner of the universe. Messages for the collective. Something about listen close. I'm in bad health. I'm stressed. And I'm in bad spirits. That's a message I feel like coming towards you from someone. I'm in bad health. I'm stressed and I'm in bad spirits. And if and when someone comes to you in this sort of energy, listen closely. Listen close. Right? Exactly. But there's something setting in about, that's kind of funny. Not really funny, coincidental. I don't really believe in coincidence, but how I adjust that thing about the wallpaper and about how maybe you want to be able to get in behind there and make sure that there's no like airborne toxins, molds, things like that. And, well, I feel like whoever wants to get in there and rip off that fucking wallpaper, there's a good reason. Because toxins, negativity, poisons really have set into that wallpaper, whatever that wallpaper really is. Okay? It's a metaphor. Whatever that wallpaper really is, it's got nastiness and darkness and dirtiness, dinge set into it. So much so that it has brought bad health and stress and bad spirits to the people that live in the home, people that touch that wallpaper, look at it. There's a reason these struggles are real, whatever they are, and there's a reason. Water. Something about washing things clean, washing them pure. Messages for the collective. I almost feel like it's an energy here of, because you got listen closely about someone being in bad health, being stressed out, being in bad spirits. It's almost like someone has listened and paid attention. We're listening closely to someone talking about their bad health, someone talking about their issues. And the other person that was listening was able to identify, well, I think maybe all these issues that you've brought up, they stem from that ancient wallpaper. And that's what it is. It's a moment of identification and hoping and praying that there's something that can be done and turned around before bad health and stress and bad spirits hit the person that's trying to help the other person get out of them. You know what I mean? But I feel like that's a part of what that listen closely is or was as well. It's like someone's telling you, I don't feel good. This is happening. I'm not really, I don't feel like myself. And then it's like, okay, well, I have a feeling that why you don't feel that well is because of this. You already told me you have this ancient wallpaper that's dirty and dingy, and, what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do about it except get mad at me for telling me that ancient wallpaper is your fucking problem? Somebody's name could be Amelia. Something's very costly. Deja vu moment. I've been here before. The person that's getting sick initially from this ancient wallpaper, they're afraid to tear it down because they're afraid it's going to cost too much. They're afraid it might cost them everything to tear down that dingy wallpaper. Absolutely. So, someone has some questions. I'm not sure. Ultimately, actually, I am sure. Thank you, Spirit. That just hit me quick. First and foremost, the one with the questions is the one trying to convince person one to tear down that wallpaper. So the person that's like, this is the problem, I identified that's the problem, that's causing the issues, that wallpaper needs to go. When they're told, well, I just haven't taken care of that wallpaper because it's going to cost me everything. The person's like, well, what is not tearing it down costing you? Isn't not tearing it down costing you everything? Your peace, your health, your good spirits, a stress-free environment. Isn't it already costing you everything not to tear it down? And then on the flip side, I feel that some will actually grasp that. They will grasp the gravity of that situation, and they'll start to ask themselves some questions about, wow, you know what, maybe this person's right. Maybe it is this ancient wallpaper, and maybe there is something that I can do, and maybe I need to do it. And maybe they'll take those maybes out of the equation completely and do what needs to be done. I like it. See if we have anything else from this deck. Someone's name could be Aaliyah. Someone's name could be Hannah. Whoa. Building supportive environment. So, thank you. Tearing down that dirty old wallpaper, having these conversations, this deep, connective moment. It can be a part of building a supportive environment, which seems to be the issue, is lacking in a healthy, supportive environment, one that supports high spirits, high vibrations, happiness, peace, grace, purity, virtue, all these good things. But building this supportive environment, it comes at the price of tearing down the unsupportive environments. And that's where we are today. Maybe by association. That makes me feel, by association, to someone that you've come into contact with, Someone's name could be Jasmine. If your name is Jasmine, there's something here that is a warning for you. There's something about a chase happening. Something to do with the system. I don't like that energy. Excuse me. We have air energy in the house, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. If you are an air sign, this message is for you. Someone says, I think so very highly about you. I think so very highly about you. Something about sugar gliders. Yep. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Spirit wants your full attention. If someone comes to you and tells you that they think very highly of you, or they think about you all the time, pay attention. Someone says that they never knew that they had options to move forward, to move forward. They didn't know that they had options, and so they didn't. And instead of moving forward towards their destiny, they've just been letting life move them toward fate instead. Someone has been in an energy of feeding all of their addictions and not feeding their hope, having no plan for the future, having no plan for a better day. But there's something about needing to trust your connection to your higher power, whatever your higher power is. All right. Also, there's something about some kind of system that's going to be giving you a warning. Like your radio system, your TV system, some kind of system giving a warning. All right. We'll grab some chakra cards. See what's up with the alignment. Messages for the collective, messages for the homies. Messages for the collective, messages for the homies. Please and thank you. Is there anything in the collective's energy blocking up their chakras? Maybe that's a yes. A crown chakra affirmation for you guys. I go beyond my limiting beliefs and accept myself totally. I'll put that up to the screen. Let's say it together. Connective. I like it. I go beyond my limiting beliefs and accept myself totally. Can you feel the truth there when you say that out loud, collective? Balancing the crown chakra. 2 crown chakra cards in a row. We all have the power to connect to our higher selves through meditation and healing. Excessive energy in this chakra may lead to frustration. Okay, real quick, I'm going to take a second. Beautiful. Thank you. And you should tell yourself, thank you, and you're welcome. Excessive energy in the chakra may lead to frustration, frequent migraines, and restlessness. The moment that I decided I was going to come on, we're going to go live right now, tap into the energy, start channeling, I felt angry. What was it? I went to go pack the bowl, get ready, and I dropped my lighter on the ground. I could barely reach it. I trying to move things around and get them in place so that I'm not, chaotic for your reading. And I'm finding myself just sheer mad. But that's not my energy. I already know, oh, do I know? But that tells me there is an overactive, excessive energy in your crown chakra, collective. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah, sometimes those are, teachable moments, those frustrated moments. Careful balancing of all the chakras by a dedicated healer is recommended. I understand many of us can't afford to do that. We don't have the, connection, the possibility. And that's where the internet and YouTube become our friend. Deficient energy in the crown chakra can lead to a lack of happiness and joy in life. So you keep repeating that crown chakra affirmation. You keep researching. You keep discerning. You keep feeling and being and understanding yourself. And you're going to get to where you need to be. All right. This is a whole pile. I know we got a lot of homies. The tribe keeps growing. I'm going to take them all. Let me get a sip of coffee, though, wet the whistle. Balancing the heart chakra. The best way to receive love is by giving it. Being kinder to others can help to strengthen and open this chakra. What can you do each day to help those around you? Forgive old grudges and let go of the past. Avoid being too critical of yourself and others. Compliment others and go out of your way to spread kindness and bring balance to your heart chakra. I like to show these just in case you guys ever want to come back to the reading and pause it and read the card yourself. Also, we have a beautiful amount of numbers coming out on these cards. I believe that's where we're going to go next, is we're going to check the numbers to the Shanti Scrolls. Strengthening the solar plexus. This one's an activity for the solar plexus. Oh my goodness gracious. If this chakra feels tight and knotted, try this activity. I'll tell you right now, many of you have a knot in your solar plexus. That came up in our channeled reading the other day. Again, a numbers reading. Actually, I think I didn't even get the reading out, but I posted all the messages in the community board. Oh no, this was from yesterday, actually. This was from yesterday when we did do the live. So the messages are there. K-N-O-T, a knot. Also, torn. So I feel like there are some that have knots in your chakras and you don't understand how to work those knots out. And the way that you're going about doing so, you're not working them out, you're tearing them, which is ultimately creating bondage. Understanding the chakras, I'm not going to say it's perfectly easy, but at the same time, work with spirit, work your way through it. Step 1, release stress by massaging the area in a clockwise direction for a few minutes. Step 2, stand up. Take a deep breath and release it forcefully through the mouth with a big, noisy sigh. Let all your stress go, using 3 or 4 breaths. Step 3, breathe normally. Smile to yourself and swallow your smile. You guys heard of that one? Swallowing the smile? Absolutely. But yeah, the swallowing your smile is a very ancient technique. This might sound strange, but a smile into your body is recharging. Swallowing your smile originates in Taoist meditation. The Taoist. Also, it's cute when it says, this might sound strange, but because in the handmade deck I was using last was talking about something feeling strange. I say both, reached and reaches. Time being fluid. Crown chakra key concepts. So 3 points to the crown chakra. This chakra's key concepts are enlightenment, consciousness, divine connection, and oneness. Its color is violet, an element, cosmic energy. Excuse me. Root chakra affirmations. I am nourished and supported by Mother Earth. Let's say that together. I am nourished and supported by Mother Earth. Right? Same. Healing the solar plexus. 2 for the solar plexus. Many of our past traumas are stored in the body and can affect our patterns and behaviors. Okay, so I did keep them out. Again, these are our channeled messages we've been getting. This one is posted in the community tab. Where is it? Irregular pattern. Many of our past traumas are stored in the body and can affect our patterns and behaviors. They can make us very irregulated, holding on to these things. People with a difficult childhood or past trauma often have trouble balancing the third chakra. Therapy, support from loved ones, and other healthy activities can begin the path to healing and balancing this chakra. Third eye chakra, Ajna. This is the sixth chakra in the body's system. Having a strong third eye chakra allows you to use your powerful intuition for spiritual growth and a more generous attitude towards life. Physical disorders associated with it include headaches, eye and sinus problems. One of the third eye chakra's main roles is to balance everyday activities. Pretty key role, if you ask me. We're getting down there on these ones, guys. Some more crown chakra, Sahasrara. This chakra is located at the crown of the head. This chakra is the source of enlightenment and our connection to the divine. The throat chakra, Vishura. This is the fifth chakra. It is responsible for the thyroid gland, the flow of hormones, and the function of all matters of the throat and head. It controls the passage of energy between the lower parts of the body and the head. As soon as I started to say that, my body made me burp. Just a very gentle little, but there was a passage of energy between the lower parts of the body and the head. This chakra's function is driven by the principle of expression and communication. This chakra is closely related to the element of sound. Through our throat, I just started hearing Tibetan throat singing. Through our throat, sound is propagated into the air, and its vibration can be felt in our whole body. Balancing the throat chakra. When this chakra is in balance, we speak openly and express ourselves authentically. Excessive energy can lead to overstimulation, arrogance, and dominating conversations. Deficiencies in the throat chakra can lead to hiding opinions and desires from others, as well as ourselves, being unreliable and manipulative. You will find ways to balance and open the chakra on the following cards. So, just in case we don't get any more about that in the following cards, I invite you to absolutely do some research into the chakras for yourselves, guys. Crown chakra affirmations. I am open to the abundance and the greatness the universe offers. Together, I am open to the abundance and the greatness the universe offers. Last card. Throat chakra key concepts. This chakra is associated with communication, expression, voice, and honesty. This chakra's color is blue, and its element is ether or space. I like it. If you guys are having trouble with your energy and your energy is troubling your everyday, do some chakra work. All right. We will get some numbers. We start with 94. Something about a job to do on the down low, getting rid of deep hatred. As soon as you just posted that, so stop trying to give me your abundance, the channeled song that came on in the background, she said, stop trying to love me. I've done told you. It's L. King, Can't Be Loved. All right, card 94. Something about dollars. Someone doesn't believe that they deserve luxury. Someone doesn't believe that they deserve their spiritual crown. And to that, you must tell yourself, I go beyond my limiting beliefs and I accept myself totally. Absolutely. 89. Something really mean was said. Something so mean, and it came in the form of shouting. Something so mean that it literally covered someone's vision of themselves. Like someone told someone that they were something that they weren't, but they believed the person. There's something about the location of an offering, having the ability to bring in justice in a situation. All it really takes is the belief and allowing yourself to believe. There's something about being shown a location of where you should make an offering. Something very unselfish. Sorry, guys. I thought I had turned my volume off. Okay. 47. Someone feels shunned. And that is something that you're holding on to in your solar plexus space. That's the one where we talked about if the chakra feels tight and knotted, try the activity for releasing the stress by massaging the area in a clockwise direction for a few minutes, standing up, taking a deep breath and releasing it forcefully through the mouth with a big noisy sigh. Let all your stress go using 3 or 4 breaths. And then breathe normally, smile to yourself, swallow your smile. If you feel shunned, if that's something that you are holding deep in your energy, right? Again, teachable moments. They happen to us everywhere because we're all learning to be human. Thank you, Cody Johnson in the background. Sometimes we don't have it all figured out how not to make easy things hard to do. We have 88. Ooh, prayerfully we can read the signs that point us to the truth. You. So with card 88, you guys literally have the word you, Y-O-U. And the card that I'm reading the number for is a crown chakra key concept, enlightenment, consciousness, divine connection, and oneness. Oneness. Absolutely. Its color is violet and element cosmic energy. This song coming on in the background right now, collective, you need to forgive you for not knowing what you're doing because you're still learning how to be human. No matter how old you are, how long you've been here. Human. Yep, human. I don't get paid for these readings, so I can turn it up a little bit. $13. Someone is learning how to counteract their anxiety. Do you know you can do that with music? Good, wholesome, heartfelt music and frequencies. Also, with this card 13, I am nourished and supported by Mother Earth. This reading was supported by Mother Earth before it even happened because I had just seen something, and I'll have to post it in the community tab later, and it's not something of my own. It was off of Facebook, I believe, but it was talking about if there were 13 months in the year instead of 12, then pretty much everything would be far more evened out than it is. The number of weeks in a month, the number of days in a month, the number of months, all these different things would be far more even and easy to understand and would eliminate all this confusing like math stuff that generally people don't hate math, but they hate feeling stupid by it. They hate feeling conquered by math and numbers and things, right? When I was learning about the days and weeks and months and, all these things back in school, I thought it was so stupid. I did not understand it. I'm like, why doesn't it make more sense? It could make more sense. It just doesn't. That's a whole nother thing, but the card 13 made me think of that. Like I said, I'll have to put the picture up of what I had seen because that I found this morning right before the reading. Also, there's something about someone's feeling like a lot of turmoil. Someone's in a lot of turmoil, but there's some sort of assurance that an association that you've made is going to help guide you away from being in turmoil, guide you away from going astray. Some kind of association that you'd be astounded, you will be astounded to know, whoever that message is for. 46. Someone feels like they've never had love. And they've only had attachments, unbalanced attachments that were full of push and pull. And it was never really enough. Things were never really enough from either side, both sides. 75. Someone needs to know if you're giving someone a stagnant energy, be prepared to get a stagnant energy back. On the flip side of that, if someone's giving you stagnancy, you don't have to give that back to them. But you don't have to deal with theirs either. 86. Actually, do I have? Someone needs the message of do not bite the hand that feeds you, bite the hand that beats you. Also, if you're the hand that feeds, don't let anyone bite you. Also, if spirit is the hand that feeds you, don't let people around you try and bite at that either. $63. There's a question, and this is, excuse me, related to the throat chakra, Vishuddha. The question is, are you willing to be purposeful, especially with your voice, with your expressions? Are you willing to be purposeful? Because whether you realize it or not, you have an energy that is influential. What are you doing with it? Someone's answer was literally, I don't know. I don't know. Someone else's answer is being unreliable, being a little bit manipulative, if I'm going deep and being honest with myself. Those are situational answers. You can change that if that is your answer. All right? And if it's not your answer, be careful because things can change. 93. And we have one more after this. Something about 100-year-old man. Happy, delightful birthday, you 100-year-old man, you. All right, 93. Someone avoids something about the South, some kind of a site in the South. I just started hearing song of the South, Alabama. You know what? Someone avoids looking back to the past at all. You have to be very careful doing that because sometimes you can get answers that will help you heal a past that still drips into your present and into your future. And that dripping, leaving everything damp to the point that it can cause mold and ruin and destroy everything. Be careful if you resonate with that as your story. Every day is a new start. I thank God that I'm a changed man, but some days I'm the same asshole. Thank you, Jelly Roll. Every day is a fresh start. Every day we're given a choice. What are we gonna do? Who are we gonna be? Something about better understanding your parents now. You understand your parents better now, or the older you get, you understand them better. You can visualize the strengths and weaknesses that they had. And the way of the trails. tracking the way of the trails is very magical, very exemplary. It shows purpose. It shows doing the work. And the trails begin in reflection, most especially mystical reflection, also introspection, and books. Spirit says, read a lot of books. Something about paying attention to the birds. I like it. All right. We have not done any tarot. We'll do some tarot. Oh, that wasn't as gentle as I had hoped. Oh, why don't we go with The Nightmare Before Christmas? Awesome. I like to tell people, if you find that you love to paint and you haven't done it in a while, go do it. If you love to write and you haven't done it in a while, go write something. If you love to read and you haven't done it in a while, go read something, Do the things you love. Love the things you do. Messages for the collective. Messages for the homies. What do we need to know today? Messages for the collective. Messages for the homies. I'm going to do a little ruffle shuffle. Watch your ears. Justice in the reverse. Ace of Presents. Ace of Pentacles. That just gave me very icky vibes. Absolutely. So the Justice in the reverse, accompanied by the Ace of Presents, Ace of Pentacles. I just got an energy of no justice for some child. There's no justice for this child. There's a child. They are potentially a female. And there's more than one message here, but here's this one. There's a child and they're suffering. Have been for goodness knows how long. They keep trying to fake it till they make it. Look at that smile. But they feel like they are nothing like the people around them. They feel like they don't fit in. They feel like an imposter. They feel like it's almost like whoever their caretaker is or caretakers are, whoever's around them, they feel literally like the black sheep, the polar opposite, the scapegoat. They feel like everything they say is wrong, everything they do is wrong, everything they feel, everything they think is wrong. So this next piece is to the ones that could ever cause a child to feel like that. Confined, confused, feeling like they're deeply hated. My prayers that Spirit takes care of your irregular patterns, your low vibrations, your deep hatred, confusion, provocation, erosion, and that the children make their way to the helpers. That was strong. But there's a message that children don't just take deep strides going astray really without being shown some sort of deep hatred in the world first, without being provoked. I hope that everyone finds a bright new day, period. Messages for the collective, messages for the homies. Thank you. The Knight of Presents, Knight of Pentacles, the High Priestess. Oh man, why did I just get twin flame vibes with these two? But it's like they're not on the same level at all. Absolutely. Thank you. And that's, a huge chunk of what it takes is recognition, awareness, and collectively raising the vibrations, changing the irregular patterns of abuse and hatred and toxicity as much as we can within us, and hope and pray that that provokes change around us. All right, we're gonna get out the so I gotta repack this bowl. I guess we've smoked a lot in this reading already, collective, huh? But yeah, I wonder what they'd say. If these tears could talk, I wonder what they'd say. Jelly roll. All the times we've lost, we lose ourselves along the way. If these tears could talk. So I'm going to take this Knight of Pentacles and this High Priestess as some sort of partnership, some sort of bonded energies. They need to have a conversation. Whether they are or are not twin flames, I am using this twin flame ascension deck. And so what it is I feel like maybe they are, but maybe they are not each other's. I'm not sure. Hang on. I feel like we're going to want a fresh bowl packed for this. All right. Also, if these tears could talk, I wonder what they'd say. Tears Could Talk by Jelly Roll goes with this message as well. Parents losing themselves to the point that children are lost. Addictions, irregular patterns of behavior becoming irregular. All right. If these tears could talk, what would they say? This Knight of Pentacles, this High Priestess, what is this? Thank you. Merkaba activation. Ground, shield, protect. Collective, I feel like you are in your High Priestess energy. Hi, Sally. So, Sally, in terms of the movie, right, in terms of the story, this archetype, Sally's meant for Jack. She wasn't made for Jack, but man, oh man, is she meant for him, right? Jack Skellington. Not for a Knight of Presence. There's a call for Sally to ground herself, to shield herself, and to protect herself from anything that isn't what's meant for her. The double threes here on this Merkaba. Balance and understanding. At the center of this card, shield. It's making me think, work on your vibration. Your vibration is your spiritual shield. Sweet Sally. Woo! All right. Healing separation. Go within. So, when the moment comes for Sally to separate herself from this Knight, to ground herself, to shield herself, to protect herself, separate herself, she's going to go within herself. And I'm just, as I said, energy is fluid. It's a feminine, a female on the card, so I'm saying she makes it simpler. I don't trip over my words so much. Collective, there's an energy of asking yourself, asking everything and everyone, or wondering at least, am I enough? Let go of expectations of yourself, especially expectations that other people have slapped onto you. Because yes, you are enough, and you're going to find that when you go within, when you ground yourself, when you shield yourself, when you protect yourself. You'll find that, oh man, The only reason I am grounding myself, shielding myself, protecting myself is because I am enough. And I know that. I know that enough. That I am enough. Integration. Multidimensional healing. So I find this beautiful. The song in the background. Fleetwood Mac. Gypsy. Hi, I'm Gypsy. That's my name. Birth given. Straight up. That's my name. That's why I welcome you to Gypsy's Shanty. It's my name. It was given to me by my mom, my parents. But it's more than that. It's who I am. I have the gypsy soul of all gypsy souls, if you ask me. And I found that going within myself, because I used to hate my name when I was young. I didn't fit in. I got picked on. Everyone was Brittany, Ashley, Jessica, names that you hear every day. And I'm like, oh, hi, I'm Gypsy. And people burst out laughing. They're like, no, really, what's your name? That's really my name. But at some point in this healing separation from what anyone else thought about me and my name, I came to find who I am within myself. I came to find that I love my name and my name loves me. And we were meant for each other. And I had to let go of the expectations of what other people thought. It's just a little trinket of an example, but there was also this moment, many moments, of multi-dimensional healing and integration of bringing together all the bits and pieces of who I am and who I was and who I'm going to be, and who I wasn't and who I'm not and who I won't be. So gypsies are said to be many things, yet they're said to be nothing at all, Gypsies are sort of like fairies and sort of like magicians and healers and medicine people. Many stories, many tales and lores. But yeah, I don't know. Feel free to check it out. The Chosen One. Fast track to ascension. High Priestess. For sure. Transformation. Battle of head versus heart. It's a moment, it's an energy here of getting past yourself. Getting past yourself. Deep within, really. The cards say it all. In the battle of the head versus the heart, that happens when you go within. You go within when you're grounded and shielded and protected, and you separate yourself from everything that you are and aren't, just to figure out what you is, and to let go of any expectation of yourself that isn't yours. Anything that stands in the way of you understanding yourself to the point that you understand that you are enough. So, the point here is that the point here is that you have so much to work on and so much to do and so much to take care of, so much that's already taking place within, too much to be wasting time with a Knight of Pentacles when you're fucking Sally. Sit your ass down and wait for Jack. No, I'm just kidding. Don't sit your ass down and wait. Work on yourself until Jack finishes, I don't know. I can't make a real good, I just got real stoned real quick, guys. I can't make a good, good joke with that one. I don't know, but I'm seeing cord cutting. Ties, binds, cord cutting, and a whole lot of it with Sally and stitches. Thank you. That's a lot of the work. Also, finding, I'm seeing sugarcane, her arms, where her arms are stitched. I'm seeing sugarcane, like natural growing sugarcane. It almost looks like a really thick bamboo that goes all the way through. But they have these nodules and these nodes where you'd think you're just looking at one giant friggin' sugarcane with some little, rings. But each of those little rings has already started to grow roots of its own. And you can take and cut the sugarcane at each of those nodes, each of those nodules, and that piece that you cut off has already began to grow more roots. It's going to grow a whole bunch more sugar canes from the one, but you would never know it just looking at it. Unless you look up really, really close, you can see the little bits of roots. So there's something about all this work, all of this that happens when you go within. You look like one tall, sweet sugar cane plant collective. But all these different pieces and parts of you that you think are these scars, they've already began to grow something beautiful that can carry on more beauty. I hope that makes sense. Can you break my heart with pieces? I'm just a chemical. That's 21 Pilots, chlorine. All these pieces of you, they're not really just pieces at all. They're new roots. Roots that grow when you're grounded and shielded and protected. My prayers to the ones that are still struggling, but still learning and making strides towards letting go of being their own worst enemy and their own worst critic. For sure. All right, I think we're going to grab a couple of oracles or whatever wants to come out for the oracle and I'm going to jump off of here. I appreciate you all. I thank you guys for getting those likes up, for being here, communicating. We're going to check in with the Fae, see what they have to say. I'm getting something about leaving out a saucer of milk. Not that you have to, but just that it's a thing. Excuse me. Especially if you resonate with cats, big cats, small cats, domestic cats, wild cats, being your spirit or power or totem animal. There's something about leaving out a saucer of milk on your altar, or maybe even outside of your door. There's like little cat fairies. Okay. Messages for the collective. Please and thank you. Messages for the homies. Closing guidance for the homies, please. New beginnings. This fairy godmother heralds the joyous news of a new baby or the birth of a cherished idea. Protect and nurture your ideas as you would a baby. Yeah, you should definitely look it up. I had seen a little thing on it a while ago, but I haven't really delved into it. I just was seeing the information in my mind's eye, so we call it out. Closing guidance for the homies, please. Closing guidance for the homies. If you're busy fighting alligators, don't forget to clean the swamp. Messages for the collective. Closing guidance for the homies. Closing guidance for the homies. Thank you. Moderation. Is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? Try to eat mindfully and healthily. Although the fairies say that a little bit of what you fancy is fine. That gave me a couple messages, guys. Someone comes from very humble beginnings, and that's also where they want to arrive, but in a more graceful way. Also, someone is starting out already at their brand new beginning and they're worried that they don't have enough. Spirit will provide. Ask and you shall receive. Follow the way of the trails. And then also, in this moderation, is there something you know you shouldn't be eating? You guys can take that very literal about something you should or shouldn't be eating. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Oftentimes when I think about eating, I think about bread. And then when I think about bread, I think about kneading. So when I see this card, it's like, is there something you know that you shouldn't be partaking in that you are? And if so, do you really need to be doing it so much? And that can be different things. It could be, I absolutely love to drink my coffee, my goodness gracious, but I can only afford cheap stuff, and that's not necessarily the best for me. It will get my heart thumping, going crazy if I drink far too much coffee. If I smoke too many cigarettes, I can't talk right. If I smoke too much weed, all I'm going to do is sleep. Um, you know, Things like this. Just use discernment when it comes to moderation, and especially bringing about new beginnings. Until we speak again, my dears. Mwah.